G'day and welcome to another episode of JustoTech Tips. Today I'm going to be talking to you about a Google Maps feature which helps you see COVID-19 cases around the world or in your area. There's an option here that shows COVID-19. I'll show you how it looks. Let's take a look how it looks on my emulator on the computer. So I'm running a Pixel 4 emulator here, and what we see is in the top right corner here of Google Maps, there's the option to switch to satellite mode and terrain, which you're probably familiar with, back to the default maps. But if you look down the bottom here, it says COVID-19 info. That's the one we want. If you check that out, it moves right into the COVID-19 layout and it zooms right in. So it's always good to zoom out first. And once you've zoomed out, you can see colored area that shows you how many cases per 100,000 people of new COVID have been detected each day on a 7-day average. You can move the map around, and as you can see, Europe's got a lot of red, a lot of yellow. If you move across the Atlantic Ocean over to America, you can notice that America's running at around 19.7 cases per 100,000 people. So that, with 350 million people, that equates to about 70,000 new cases each day. Canada's running up at 15.8. You can drill right down. Let's say if we could drill into New York here, we notice that New York and the areas around it are red. They're obviously seeing a lot more cases now than they were a few months ago. So you can drill right down and get information even at a county level. So then you can see what it's like in your area or where your family might be. So if you're thinking of traveling somewhere, please don't, but otherwise, if you're going to, and you must, it's always handy to be able to check to see what the state of the virus is in various places. You might not want to be traveling to South America right now, and I'd be staying away from Europe. So this, to get out of this, you hit the back button and it returns to normal maps mode. So that's how it is on the app on iPhone and Android, but you can also use it on a web-based desktop. So let's say you've got a web browser running, go to maps.google.com and you get a similar maps experience. Now this time with the menu over in the left here, you can scroll down and look for COVID-19 info. And when you toggle that on, it lays the map over with these colors, same as before. And you can then move the map around to see how things are looking in various places in the world. Now some areas are white or gray, and in some cases that's because there's simply no data being reported. For instance, we're not getting any data out of China, so that's just showing us white. And some other places are just not doing a lot of testing, so we're not seeing a lot of results there. But places where there is a lot of testing going on, the data is being reported to Johns Hopkins University and Wikipedia, and these are some of the sources where the data is coming from. So again, you can just zoom in and drill right down. Let's say we look at the Netherlands, and we drill right into North Holland. It's one province. You'll notice it's running at 62.5, which is very high. That means a lot of people are contracting the virus every day in that area. And if you zoom out, maybe move right across to the Pacific, notice Australia and New Zealand running around 0 and 0.1, and that is not a mistake, and it's not through lack of reporting data. It's just because of sensible precautions, quarantining, and state border closures. So this is how you can get a feel for how much COVID is being contracted around the world. So that's the COVID-19 feature on Google Maps. You can get that on your Android or iPhone or on the desktop computer. So I hope you find that useful. And if you like the video, go ahead and like it on YouTube. And if you want to stay up to date, subscribe to the channel for more updates. Thanks very much.